from Fox 9 in here in Minnesota. Minnesota-based lawyer and legal analyst Nick Rekieta is facing a drug charge in Candy, Ojai County. Rekieta was arrested Thursday along with his wife, Kayla, and a fellow online personality. I thought that was funny.
Aww.
Seeing as like her whole thing of leaving the show was, I don't want to be on the internet anymore. And then she gets arrested. She's all over. And they say fellow online personality.
See, if I was there, it would have said an elderly racist. It's all it would have said. It's all it would have said. An angry old man. Shut up. An angry old man who alleges he knows Anthony Cumia. He was there too.
Prosecutors filed charges against Rekieta and his wife on Friday for second-degree possession, child endangerment, and a gross misdemeanor firearm charge. According to the charges, law enforcement attempted to execute a search warrant on May 23rd at Rekieta's home in Spicer and was greeted by a girl at the front door who would not let them inside. Now, I thought that was April at first. It doesn't sound like it was. It sounded like it was one of their children. I thought it was April because they've been trying to serve her with these. They've been trying to serve her with different papers. I think something for the traffic ticket that her and Nick didn't show up for, and then something for an HRO from my ex-wife. And they were. I thought that maybe April was at the door and she wouldn't open the door because she didn't want to get served with these papers. It turns out it may have been one of the kids. They wouldn't let the police inside. And then they said, well, give us the door code. And then Nick Rekieta, being the smartest fucking guy in the world, decided, no, I'm not going to give you the door code. So then
he was there. I mean, that's part of the story, right? Like they found him driving down the road as they pulled up. They pulled him over and then they went back to the house with him, correct?
That's not what. No. The cops, they showed up at his house to execute a search warrant.
But did you hear that? Like, please feel free to say, Gene, shut up. You're out of your mind.
Oh, I could be wrong here. I could be. All right. Go ahead.
I heard they were driving there to enter the house with the warrant. And Nick was literally driving up the street. They pulled him over and returned to the house with them.
Oh,
yes. He happened to be driving up. So he's at the door with the cops outside. And I'm told he's like,
oh, so like, he's outside and the kids.
This is what I heard.
They grabbed him while. Okay. Yeah. They're saying grabbed him while driving and they went to the house.
Yeah. Isn't that wild? So he's at the door with the cops and his daughter's on the other side saying, I'm not opening the door. Yeah. That like he threw the warrant on the ground, Yeah.
We're going to get to that part.
Okay. I'll shut up. Sure you will, Geno. Go on, buddy.
Yeah, I didn't know that part. See, I kind of again, my weekend was staying away from all the news and everything else and just kind of, I got 2 rounds of golf in this weekend and just kind of relaxed and chilled and whatnot.
That's why people love you. Your wife is in jail facing 25 years. Look, I got 2 rounds of golf in. I'm fucking, what am I? I'm not a humanitarian.
Yeah.
Fucking, you think I'm fucking, I 3-putted on 16. You think I'm fucking not suffering here? Anyway,
yeah, it was a bad time. I think I shot a 102 and a 105. It was not good. It's not good. I had a rough weekend, A lot of
my short game is sucking a giant dick. So is my ex-wife. Right. What? I'm kidding. Nick doesn't have a big dick. He probably does, though. Somebody said it. Those scrawny guys, they're just hung like kayak paddles. I don't know why.
Like I said on Keno Casino last night, I can't remember which of the girls it was, but the two of us went down to the kitchen at the same time, not knowing we were both going down there, and we were both not clothed. And one of the girls said, "Oh, both of my guys have great dicks," and I'm like, "Hey." Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. According to the charges, a girl would not let the cops inside. So then Rekieta refused search warrant instead of Nick just going, the door code is blah, 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 blah. And go in, whatever, go ahead, look around, like they do in mafia movies where they're like, go ahead, take a look.
But in mafia movies, they fucking are always ready for the cops to come to their house. Look, and please, I'm basing this all on Lorraine Bracco's character in Goodfellas.
Sure.
Come on in, I'll make him coffee. He knew they were about to fucking go and just find what they found. So, of course, he's like, no, I'm not giving you the code because he's going to try and obviously use this. I'm stupid. And I know he's going to use this like, well, I didn't let him in. And he's going to try and how could he not be like, well, this was an illegal search. I'm stupid, but I've watched enough SVU to know he's going to try and say it was an illegal search and you can't use any of this evidence. Well, I think I'm right there. I think that's a smart thing to say.
Good job, Geno. You're a better.
So you're saying it's raining there because it's raining here. It's weird.
Raining, 95% humidity.
It's the contrails in the weather because they're lizards and they. All right, I'm back on brand. Back to you, buddy.
After Rekieta refused to provide the door code, law enforcement used a door ram to get inside and found Kayla Imholte. And by the way, I wish the fucking divorce was over and the names were changed because oh God, seeing my fucking name and my kid's name in these stories is fucking brutal. Found Kayla Imholte.
You don't know how many times I got to do this. I've got to be me. You don't know how many times they say Imholte in the thing, and I'm always like, yeah, I never say it right. I'm like, that's how they like. These people don't even know the guy. I consider him a close friend. I never get his name right. These guys, these news people have their shit together. All right, back to you, buddy.
They found Kayla. Yeah, you keep calling me ski mask.
Calling him ski mask in the report. Shut up! I'm trying.
We're really good friends. Really good friends.
Shut up, Steel Toe Joe.
Do you know how bad it hurt to be a guest on my idol's show and he didn't know my fucking name?
He knew April's name.
And I'm like, bro, I've guest hosted your show before. You've been on my show. I've had 6 shows on your network. Fuck me.
E-Rock paid you a really nice. It was. I guess it's definitely a compliment, but it's a fact. He's like, we had him on 5 times, and I'll say this: every time he came on, the subs went up. So thank you for that, Aaron.
No problem.
And they're like, and Carl's like, then why'd he stop? He's like, well, then Anthony had his heart problems. We had people filling in for Anthony. It was a lot going on, but he gave you props for that, and I always did as well. It's like, please, I don't even want to bring up fucking some of the people there, but like whenever you fucking did a special, the fucking subs went up. It was fucking great. You'd come on my show, cross promote, whatever.
That's good. Well, thanks to this audience who subscribed then. So they found Kayla Imholte and 4 juveniles inside the house, which I can't imagine how traumatic that is for those 4 kids. This thing out, and if they just fight hard enough, it's like, dude, you're fucked. It's over. Like, just try to make this as easy on yourself as possible. Law enforcement proceeded to search the master bedroom and bathroom, where they allegedly found a variety of drug paraphernalia, including 3 small baggies that tested positive for cocaine. Now, if they had law enforcement noted Rekieta had several injuries to his arms at the time of his arrest. They described the injuries as sores that are common with controlled substance users. Now, this is interesting because people have been asking me about this weekend. The sores on the arms. They've been asking me, Aaron, he was shooting up. I never saw him shoot anything. I never saw him. And again, for the people who think, clout chasing, doing this and that, I'll tell you exactly what I saw. And I'll tell you exactly what I didn't see. I never saw the guy shoot up. When I heard about the sores, I thought maybe scratching. Maybe he was itching his arms. I've never noticed sores on his arms before. And maybe I'm just not as perceptive.
Brown drug substance.
They found a brown. They found a brown drug substance as well.
And shout out to Victoria, who said it perfectly. He's just thinking, what lies he can sling next. He's only thinking what shit he will sling next. That's it. Like you're just thinking from one fucking story, lie, factoid, whatever, to the next. That will. It's.
Will Heron with $5 says, "Are you worried about anything Nick has to say when he comes back to stream?" No. I'm not. I've copped to all of it. So no, I'm not. No, I'm not worried about anything Nick's going to say. What's he going to do? That would be so great. Nick comes back to stream and he goes, Aaron was doing drugs with all of us too. What? Shut the fuck up. Don't say you were doing drugs. I've admitted that I did drugs a handful of times. You can't go on and admit it because then you've admitted it. So no, what's he going to say? I mean, everything I've had to say is incriminating myself.
He's gonna do the Breaking Bad. And if you haven't seen it, I don't give a fuck if this is a spoiler. But the last season, when Walt makes the tape saying, this is my confession, and he's like, Hank made me do all this, they're gonna Breaking Bad you. He's gonna be like, the mastermind was Aaron and they'll give you some drug nickname, you know, the Blade Imholte. And he
Ooh.
fucking made the three of us fucking buy the drugs for him. And he
And-
fucking made us use my house as a base. You'll see.
And while he was gone for 7 weeks, we just got so used to it, we bought more and brought it in.
Breaking Baldo. You got it, Barange, if I said that right.
So no, Will, I'm not worried about anything. I will say this. I would, if I was his lawyer, I would say, don't you dare fucking stream. Please don't stream. Thal with $20 says, if this goes to trial, you're going to have to testify.